Alright guys, so here's our big float that we normally use. It's 8 foot by 5 foot and it's really tough. It's pretty heavy and stuff. We are working on a boat currently that's not going to work. So I had to order another little, apparently a lounge dock. So we're going to try this stuff out, see what it looks like. So this one's like a little under 3 foot. If I remember, I think it was 33 inches. And the reason I got this is the boat that I'm currently working on. I don't have a lot of room between the dock and the boat. So I'm hoping this is going to be stable enough. Get that on there. Get that on there, good. Let's start pumping. Alright, just over 8. I can carry it one-handed down to the boat that I'm working on. That other one is quite heavy, actually. Alright, so we got the boat all the way pulled over to one side. Let's go see if we got enough room. That looks like it's going to be a tight fit, but it might just work. Let's find out. Alright, so you'll see here, I've got it wedged in there pretty good already. Now, granted, this is by far the tightest spot. So it shouldn't be an issue. I should be able to reach pretty good on that side. And then I can go put it in from the back side and pull it this way. So either way, I should be able to get all this without too much trouble. I'm very glad that I got the smaller one now. Goodness, I didn't know it was going to be this tight of a fit, honestly. Alright, so we've got, I don't know if y'all can see the line or not, but it is about somewhere in this area back on that underside and the top side. I already done. Problem is, like I said, the line's somewhere in this area. It's hard to see from this angle, but I've got to reach from that spot. So I am wedged in there as tight as I can be, and I've got the boat pushed over as far as it will go, and I've still got to reach a good 3.5 to 4 foot, it looks like. And the problem is, the waxing won't be that hard, but buffing is going to be. So I'm going to have to do something that's a little weird, probably. Let's see what we can come up with. Alright, so I've got 2 ropes. I got little anchor points there and then a handle. They're going all the way back to here. One's going to a dock tie, and one's going to the rope, which is tied to the boat and the dock tie. So it should be good. And the other one, I've got the corner of it all the way up there to another dock tie, because the reason I'm doing that is if I step right there on this far side, it's going to try and flip over. So I've got to have something to keep it stable. So the game plan is to step on this to try and buff this. We'll see how it works. Maybe I'll go get a life vest before I actually start buffing on this, just to be sure. Okay, that's not as bad. It's not as bad. I'll tell you, this is not going to be comfortable, but it might work. I should be able to hold on and then buff with one hand, at least up to here. And then I can probably do the rest from the float, I think. Alright guys, time to make some bad decisions. Safety first. I told you I was going to go get a life vest. I was serious. So it looks like, right. See how much this hurts my feet. Alright, so first I'm using an old pad for the blue line, because it's going to bleed into the white. And if I use the same pad, it'll just turn all this blue. So let's see what we can do. yeah. Not with that scratches. See what we can do. I'm that one-handed. It's not much fun. I do still think that's better than I could have done from sitting on the dock, because I'd be way up here trying to lean down. Even if it's close, it's hard to do. I don't like having to do that from the dock, especially with this big rubber up here in the way. That was a little bit easier. Warm my arms out a little bit, but yeah. Nobody fell in. That's the most important part. I've got to say, I'm kind of impressed with this little thing, actually. It's pretty durable. And so far, it's worked pretty good to get all that in this real skinny area. So this was a pretty good investment. It was only $100, where our 5 foot by 8 foot really heavy float cost us, I want to say, around $800. This was an eighth of the price. No, it's probably not going to last as long, but it's really good for these real tight areas, and it'll last as long as I can, because I still can't get my 5 foot float in here. There's not enough room. There's not enough gap to get it underneath. Once I got it in, I could have half of it underneath the dock here, but getting it in and out is going to be the trouble. So this thing's working on this boat pretty good.